Good morning. Now I'm on the wrong one. Hang on. Let me go back. And I've got to stop the time. Hang on. Oh, I was going to have it work so perfectly. It was going to work so perfectly. It was going into the next scene. And I forgot what the next scene was. It's all right. It's all automatic now. Well, we'll see for next time. How's everyone? Because I'm here from the ECAM. G'day Stevie, and I'm here using the restream. So I've got the 5 locations it's going to. You are here when I'm live once in the morning. It's wonderful. So it's your later at night. So hope you had a good day yesterday and a good evening last night. Hang on, yeah, no, it's out. I've got that the wrong way round. You know what I mean. So good morning, Kat. How are you? And you've got the hello Ros again. So does that mean that you're on two of the different pages for the live stream? It was seamless. It went through automatically from the one scene to the next. That's what Ecamm actually allows to set up different scenes. So that's what I'm trying out. So you'll probably experience a little bit more of my experimenting coming up. Hi Diane, how are you? Because all I have to do now to switch around to my live stream is just hit. I haven't got a stream deck, but I have got these buttons that can do that. There we've got me being able to go straight to the cards like that just by doing the two buttons, and it goes to scenes. So it's good fun learning new things, and I'll keep going into further learning with it to see what else I can refine. So good morning, Shay. How are you? Lovely to see you here. Now, I'm not going to take as much time this morning like I have done. I've been stretching it out to 20 minutes and 25. I really would like to keep these short, sharp, and shiny. So, um, no, you're on my time earlier. Oh, right, okay, trying to make it easy to talk. Got that? Yes. I'd do anything to try and make it easier, hence why I do the platforms that I do. And good morning, Wendy. We've got Karen there with beautiful doggy and a grandchild. Love the rainbows, love the rainbows. So good morning, Karen. So so I'm actually on Twitch and Periscope and YouTube and the mytimetv.live in Facebook, and also the card reading group that's a private group. You can ask to join that. I can't remember what it's called though. You'll have to go hunting for Ros Bounty. It should turn up. Anyway, we're going to go to the next scene. And here are the cards. And I've got them at a height that hopefully we can see all of them, which I'm able to see all of them in the one hit like that. And we've got the cards here. And I magically aimed it so that when I'm looking this way, it looks like in the screen there that I'm looking down at the cards, which I actually am. But it also looks like I'm looking down at the cards on the screen. So that's the Gilded Reverie deck that I use. It is the expanded edition. Beautiful deck of cards. I love them. So here we go into our reading. What we've got here, and I will just quickly do the the positions first, because sometimes there's people here who are new to being in the My Time watching this particular show in the morning and don't know what the spread layout actually indicates and means. So here we've got the workspace. So we've got choices in the workspace because that's the name of that card. Here in the home space, this one is, we've got the child card. Up the top, it's the unexpected card. And we've got letter in that one. Down here, I just love seeing the heart card at any time. And it is the heart card in the space that's your role. And now we actually have in our outcome, we've got the lilies. Now the lilies have been turning up a little bit lately. So that's it's bringing in. I'm going to sneeze in a sec. Excuse me. Apologies for that. You know how you can't avoid sneezing? How do I'm just trying to think. How do I mute my? I don't know how. Just Apologies for that. It's not the normal thing that I would do. Blow my nose on screen, but you only saw a little bit of me because I'm only up here in the corner. Stairs or choices. This is the choices card. So that's giving us in our workspace. Remember how we've actually been working up to there's been some decisions we've needed to be making. There was lots of choices to look at and brainstorming and all that sort of stuff in our work towards project, whether it's project management or something that you're doing along those lines or something new in ideas. Well, it's almost looking like to me that it's actually narrowing it down to two. So we've got the day and night of which choices. So it's one or the other pretty much, and needing to make that decision. So that would be something that you're pretty sure of and are going to actually take that move to go one way or the other today. Okay, so that's what I feel around that one. Um, it is it is something that's going to pop out in your day that's as different as day and night. So you won't have to wonder about that one too much. You'll know it. Okay, and here we move over into our home space where the child is, and it really is indicating family in this one. You're going to have more of an emphasis on the family for today and just spending that time guiding, and the children are going to be a fairly big part of it in that feeling of whether you have children around you or whether it's that childlikeness within you that you're needing to explore. For those who do have children around you, I'm feeling we need to be spending that. It is a bit of that quality time, that adventurous time, that's something new for them so that it's moving through what we've had in the last year pretty much. And good morning, Shaz, how are you? Good to see you here. And moving into that space of bringing back their confidence in being able to be out and about as we're having all this, with what we've had through the last year of restrictions and staying inside a lot and being careful with masks and all that stuff. I'm feeling that we need to actually almost be like we are needing to guide our children, even ourselves to a degree, out and into the open air again and out and into the public again, and helping it to the point of relieving the fear around doing that once more. And good morning, Kathy, how are you? Because we've had such what seems to be such a long time of sitting in fear energy because of all of the changes that have had to happen in one way or another through this last year. It has been a horrid year in many respects for each of us. I mean, it's affected absolutely everybody in one way or another. And I don't worry for children because they are very resilient, but I am concerned that if it's not dealt with really well and moving the children into with ease back into that happiness time, where there are things that they can enjoy to do without the fear of catching a bug or, all of that sort of precautionary stuff we've had to be doing and will continue to in some form moving into our future. But it's giving it that adventure to it and the wonderment of, wow, we do still live in a beautiful world. We still are able to experience those little adventures and discoveries, even for ourselves, if we're looking at it from our inner child perspective as well. So move through that with the children and those children around you and the inner child, with that, wow, what's next as far as the delight, the happiness. See the little stars in this and the orbs in this beautiful picture. Bring that forward up and out as being the most important part for your day today. Okay? Because we're going to have in our unexpected space, we've actually got the letter. So there's going to be some form of communication that's going to be in writing. And because for me, anything that's handwritten these days, it's a lot more personal. Even your government documents and stuff come through electronically and the rest. So hopefully it's something that you can write by hand to another person. If you feel that you're wanting to say something to someone, put it into a bit of writing. Whether be creative with poetry, or write a personal letter. There's nothing, well, I find it very exciting to actually receive a letter in the mailbox as a handwritten with a stamp on it type letter. You know that that person has actually put their energy into creating that written piece on paper. Whether it's just a hi, how are you, and that type of stuff, which is as quick as what we can do on an email or something, or whether it is a detailed love letter or an explanation of a holiday letter, or even just a postcard. Many different ways that we can actually communicate, isn't there, as far as that written form. So give or receive, there could be either or of that in your day as that unexpected. So now we're going to move down into our heart space, or our heart in our role space. So it is, I'm just moving. That feeling of floatiness, as have you ever watched the swans swimming on the lakes? See how at ease they are when they are in their pairs, because swans do couple for life. They are a partnership. And seeing them move with so much ease through the water and together, and it just, that's the feeling I'm just feeling right now. And I know that there are some of the, you'll see the swan families where the cygnets have hatched and they are swimming around as families. It's a beautiful feeling just to watch that in the beauty and ease, because there's those tiny there's the babies, the cygnets, that look pretty ugly in their way, but they're young'uns. So you watch them and how they grow into being beautiful swans, an absolute graceful bird. Feel that energy around that, and that love that you can experience in that watching, the love of the beauty of it, the love that then moves into that energy, your energy, and being able to put it out to others as well. That's what I'm feeling it is. It's your role to actually feel into that space of unconditional love and experience it as a self-love that can then grow within you to be able to put it so at ease and easily out into whoever you touch through your day today. I think that's a bit of an indication that we need to be practicing that more. And it does connect with what we're doing in our home space with our children. We're doing it all with love. Practice that. There are times where we do feel we're not, we put conditions on our love. It's if you love me, you'll do, and that type of thing. Well, let that go. Just love anyway. And it does start with us. That is our role. Okay, and moving that then into our outcome, the lilies. The lily card is for me, it does feel into that past, that ancestry, the people who we've got connected to us genetically, as in my grandparent, my parents, my grandparents, their parents, their parents, their parents, all of that is behind us in our genetic pool, bringing it forward to being that beautiful soul that we are today, that beautiful physical body that we inhabit today. Look, it doesn't really matter what size we are, what we look like, what colour our skin, what our features present as, and even sometimes the emotions and how we express them in the way we move and get around. It's about that. I'm feeling it's for the outcome today. It is about that recognition of the, oh, wow, as you look at the skies at night and feel the energy of what is the cosmos, because we cannot see to the full extent of what is out there. We don't know really the full extent of what genetics, what history within us, within ourselves that we've got because of our parents, grandparents, their parents, and all that is beyond or behind or within us. Because, as far back as we go, there's an infinitesimal influence of that genetic pool connecting all of us together in that, that the whole of humanity. And we do forget that sometimes. We feel so isolated, especially as we've had the isolation over this last year. We feel that as the aloneness, but really we're not alone, because even within our own cells, our own DNA, we've got that mix of what is back, the connection through the genetics, through the ancestry in all forms that we can't test for all of it even. I mean, you can get those tests sometimes. So um, being in your full self, your beingness, and enjoying that fullness of connection of us as the one person like me, but knowing that with all that we have in that genetic makeup, the cells that go back to, as far as the biblical stories may be, for Adam and Eve, did we really start from the one couple? But it's that concept of, wow, how far back do we go with all those genetics? Was there an origin? None of us will ever absolutely know, except possibly when we cross over after our death and find out from home there what the story is. It's just so exciting. It really does bring forward that wonderment for me, in childlike way almost, as we have in those cards today, to absolutely appreciate and love who we are as we are, and continue to be the best we are, because we're the ones we're living with. Just me, but we are so connected with everybody else. Um, Love, live as if, but also experiencing it now in that present moment, not just as if. Live your life as best. So I'll leave it there. We'll see you tomorrow morning around the 8 o'clock, and we'll see what sort of experimental scene or whatever I'll have then. I didn't sort out a finish scene. I'm just wondering if that one will do it. Let's see. I'm going to go to number 7, see what that pops up with, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.